Thinking of a kitchen upgrade or even building a new home? A great way to update your kitchen design is to use a cooktop, and that's also known as a range top. Use a cooktop instead of a full-sized range, that is a stove or cooker. Well, what is a cooktop? A cooktop is a thin, flat cooking surface built into a cutout in your countertop or your island, instead of being a great big standalone appliance with an oven below the cooking surface. Most of us grew up with the full-size range. There are several important advantages to using a cooktop instead of a range, so keep listening and learn more. I think you'll be surprised by some of these advantages that you may not have thought of. So a cooktop gives you incredible flexibility with your kitchen design. If you're planning on installing a wall-mounted oven or ovens, you really won't need the oven that's traditionally found beneath a range. When your cooktop is freed from the confines of a range, well, then you can put it literally anywhere in the kitchen where there's enough space and adequate ventilation. You can really use your imagination with your design. You can put the cooktop on the kitchen island so that you're facing out towards your family or guests rather than facing the wall with your back to the rest of the room, which is what usually happens with a range. And let's face it, most of us prefer wall-mounted ovens because they're so much easier to work with. There's no more stooping or even kneeling down in front of an old stove to get a heavy roast or a turkey out of the oven. Wall-mounted ovens are definitely the style of choice for most consumers nowadays. That means that a cooktop is the logical choice to go with the wall-mounted ovens. So what are the advantages? Cooktops and wall-mounted ovens are built-ins. And built-ins give your kitchen a much more luxurious, seamless, modern look. And this can't be achieved with a great big bulky standalone range. If you're looking for that modern, elegant look in your new kitchen, built-ins may be exactly what you want. And think about this. Your oven and cooktop don't need to be the same width once you opt for a wall oven and a cooktop. With a range, they have to be exactly the same width. But if you're separating them, you could have, for example, a 27-inch oven and a 36-inch cooktop, or even a bigger cooktop, for example. You could choose one brand for the oven and another for the cooktop. And usually the brand signature is not very easily seen on a cooktop, so nobody's going to know that they aren't the same brand. There's really no reason why they need to be the same brand. You should pick what you really like with the features you want. Now, buying a cooktop with a wall-mounted oven or ovens may initially be more expensive than buying a range. But consider what happens when your range's oven eventually dies, or when you decide that you want to upgrade your gas burners for an induction top. Well, now you're stuck replacing the entire unit, even though the range top may still work just fine, or vice versa. With separate built-in wall ovens and a cooktop, each appliance is independent of the others and can be replaced at will. And this is a huge advantage that most people don't think about. If you feel like taking out one wall oven and installing a great new combi steam oven, for example, well, do it. Maybe you'd rather have a speed oven. Speed ovens combine the functions of a microwave, convection oven, air fryer, and toaster all in one. Well, no problem. You can do that. Flexibility is the name of the game once you decouple the oven-cooktop combination that's found in a traditional range. So you get so much more flexibility this way. And opting for a cooktop will allow you to spend your kitchen remodeling budget more wisely. You can choose appliances that truly meet your needs and your taste. Maybe you don't bake much, but you do a lot of cooking. Well, then you can get a smaller oven or one with fewer bells and whistles and put the extra money towards a larger cooktop. You can get exactly what you want. Now there's one caveat. If you're renovating and switching out a range for a wall oven and cooktop, you'll initially lose some countertop and or cabinet space. But on the other hand, all that space that's now taken up by your old range will be available for cabinetry or workspace or both. You could even put in a little kitchen workroom if you wanted to. You may end up with a net gain in cabinets and that's a win for you. If you choose an induction range or a traditional electric glass top range, which both have very smooth tops, you'll gain counter space, as those two types of cooktop can be used as an additional work surface when not being used for cooking. So again, this adds extra flexibility, extra space to your new kitchen design. Keep in mind that manufacturers usually add their new features and functions to built-in appliances first, rather than to standalone appliances. That means by building a built-in cooktop, buying a built-in cooktop or a wall oven, you'll probably get the newest bells and whistles long before you would if you bought a standalone range. So if you like new features, that's the way to go. A cooktop is also more comfortable and more convenient for many home chefs. It can even be safer. Think how convenient it would be to have a drawer full of your favorite cooking utensils directly underneath your cooktop. And that's something you can't have with a standalone range unless you put your utensils inside your oven. And of course, think back to how inconvenient it is to pull pans and trays out from the oven of a standalone range. I'm very tall, so for me it's hard to get down into the oven of a standalone range. And for older consumers, this could even pose a safety issue if they can't get up or down safely. For anyone who's especially tall, especially short, or who has special needs like cooking from a wheelchair, a cooktop allows you to place the cooking surface at the height that best suits you and your particular situation. You don't have to have your cooking surface where the manufacturer dictates it be. So that's kind of the ultimate in kitchen customization. Well, feel free to drop into our LUXX Kitchen and Bath showroom here in Boise, Idaho. Have a look at our full-bore Milano induction cooktop, wall-mounted ovens, and other beautiful built-in appliances. We're always happy to show off our latest products.